Hi, this is Emily the Songbird, and today we're going to be exploring the key for I Hope You Dance. And so the key we're exploring is the key of E minor, although it is capoed up 3 frets, so it would be in the key of G minor if you played with a capo. So we would just count up the alphabet. So open would be E, and then there's F and F sharp and G. So if you're going to play it on the 3rd fret, in the key that it's sung in, I believe that Leon Womack sings it in, that would be the way to do it, but the chord shapes are going to be in E minor. So I wanted to start today with a beautiful quote that says, "Music washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life," and that's by Berthold Auerbach. And here's a pretty picture to go with it. This is from a journal that I have called "The Only Truth is Music." So all right, so our chords in the song are in the key of E minor. So what is the key of E minor? Well, basically, every major scale, and this would be a good thing to go through, has what's called a relative minor. So the G major scale, which are the notes G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, are the same notes in the E minor scale: E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. So it just starts and ends at a different note, as I talked about in the video that I did for another song, which was in the key of A minor. It was Flowers, yes. And so in the key of E minor, there are certain chords that go along with the key of E minor. And those chords are also related to the key of G major. So we're just starting with that E minor chord, but we're following those same chord progressions. So E minor, we're gonna basically skip that F diminished because this is the 2nd chord. It's a diminished chord. We don't really use it in the song at all. So it goes E minor, F sharp diminished, and then we have a G major, we have an A minor, we have a B minor, we have a C major, and a D major. Now these are the chords that go along with the key of E minor. These are, and this helps because it helps us figure out, if you know the key of the song, then you're like, oh, well, these chords might really fit into that key. So in the song I Hope You Dance, we start with an E minor, then we do have a C major, and then we do have a G major, and then we do have a D major, and then we go back to the E minor, to C, to D. So those all fit in that key of E minor. We also have, give the heavens above more than just a passing glance, we have an A minor. So remember, when we start in that key, we have that E minor, and then we have the F diminished, and again, we don't need to worry, I'm sorry, I keep saying F diminished, F sharp diminished, so we don't need to worry too much about that diminished chord in the particular shape. We have the G major, which is the 3rd chord, the A minor. So this is also in the key. Sometimes the chords will go out of the key, but the A minor is in this key. So A minor, give the heavens above, and then we have a G with the B in the bass, which is essentially, it's a G chord, but we start with the bass on a B. So it's still a G chord, essentially. It's just inverted. And those are basically the chords that we need to play the song. And so if you're interested in learning more about keys, chords, scales, if you want to dive deeper into this song, you can go visit my website, emilythesongbird.com, and check out my Find Your Song guitar course. The first 10 people who sign up will receive a free Zoom lesson with me, and I hope you have a magical, musical, and miraculous day.